Namaskar. Welcome to Delhi Law Firm. Today we have come to explain the entire process of apostille, that is international document legalization, in the simplest language so that whenever you need to use any Indian document abroad for study, job, visa, family matters, marriage, PR or business, you face no difficulty. Apostille is an international stamp issued in India by the Ministry of External Affairs, that is MEA, and it makes Indian documents legally valid in countries that are members of the Hague Apostille Convention. Today we will explain the meaning, requirement, process, documents, time, fee, online system, mistakes, rejections, and all practical information related to apostille.
Absolutely right. Understanding apostille is extremely important for all those who are going abroad for any legal, academic, family, or business purpose. Whether your purpose is a student visa, work visa, PR, marriage registration, citizenship, child admission, or international business, apostille is the primary method to validate Indian documents abroad. The purpose of apostille is to prove that the document is genuine, the signature is genuine, the issuing authority is genuine, and the document truly exists in government records.
The special feature of apostille is that it is a standardized process accepted all over the world. In 1961, the Hague Convention decided that validating foreign documents was a difficult and lengthy process, so a universal system should be created through which a single stamp could make documents valid in more than 100 countries. India became a member of this convention in 2005, and since then, apostille has become mandatory for using Indian documents in Hague Convention countries.
And note that apostille and embassy attestation are two different processes. Apostille is valid only in Hague countries, whereas for non-Hague countries like UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, Oman, China, etc., embassy attestation is required. Embassy attestation has three levels: state attestation, then ME attestation, and finally embassy attestation, while apostille does not require these multiple levels, only state-level pre-verification, and then MEA apostille completes the work.
Now, let's talk about which documents require apostille. Personal documents include birth certificate, death certificate, marriage certificate, divorce decree, medical certificate, single status certificate, passport copy, police clearance certificate. Educational documents include degree, diploma, mark sheets, transcripts, board certificates, and certificates related to nursing or ITI. Business-related documents such as company registration, memorandum, articles, invoices, agreements, power of attorney, GST or tax documents also require apostille.
Many people mistakenly believe apostille is only for education or visas. However, the truth is, apostille is also needed for marriage, adoption, child custody documents, court orders, property papers, and international judicial matters. Apostille becomes even more important because immigration authorities abroad take document authenticity very seriously. Any mismatch, error, wrong seal, old PCC or fake certificate can directly lead to visa rejection.
Now let's discuss the apostille process. The process depends on the type of document. For personal documents, attestation is first done by the Home Department or Subdivisional Magistrate, that is SDM. Some states require strict Home Department attestation, while some allow SDM attestation. For educational documents, HRD attestation is mandatory, which is done by the State Education Department. HRD attestation usually takes longer because the university verifies the records.
Once the state-level attestation is done, the document is sent to the Ministry of External Affairs, where the apostille sticker is attached. Nowadays, each apostille sticker comes with a QR code and a unique identification number, which any foreign authority can scan and verify online. This has almost eliminated the chances of fake documents. Digital e-apostille has made the process even faster.
How much time does apostille take? This is a common question. On average, personal documents take 3 to 5 days, PCC takes 1 to 2 days, commercial documents take 1 to 2 days, and educational documents take 5 to 15 days due to HRD verification. HRD attestation takes the longest.
Now talking about fees. The MEA apostille government fee is very low, about ₹50 per document. But state attestation and service charges vary, and if you use an agent, their professional fee also applies.
Now we come to common mistakes in apostille. Thousands of applications get rejected because people do not remove lamination, there is a mismatch in father's name, the date of birth differs, the original certificate is damaged, or the degree or mark sheet is fake or not verified by the university.
Another big mistake is that people get old PCC or old birth certificates apostilled. But in countries like USA, Europe and Australia, PCC has limited validity. Some accept only 3 months old PCC and some 6 months old PCC. Therefore, it is always safer to use fresh certificates.
Why is apostille mandatory? Because without apostille, your document is considered invalid abroad. If you are sending a degree to a foreign university, migrating, applying for spouse visa, applying for PR, registering marriage abroad, adopting a child, or dealing with any international court matter, none of this can proceed without apostille. Apostille assures foreign governments that the document you submitted is authentic.
And how is apostille verified? With today's QR code-based e-apostille, you can scan the code using a mobile phone to see the document ID, signature verification, issuing authority, date and authenticity. This is extremely useful for foreign authorities as they can instantly validate documents without any manual records.
Apostille is not only required for individuals, but also for companies and industries abroad. If a company wants to open a branch abroad, enter a partnership with a foreign investor, export goods, or participate in an international tender, apostille of commercial documents is essential.
Translation is another important point in the apostille process. Many countries like Italy, Spain, France, Germany, Japan require native language translation. That means the document must first be translated, then notarized, then state attested, and finally apostilled.
What is the validity of apostille? Legally, apostille has no expiry. It stays valid as long as the document is valid, but some countries have internal requirements. For example, PCC must be within 3 months, birth certificate must be recent, etc.
Now talking about real-life examples. If an Indian citizen wants to marry in USA, a single status certificate with apostille is mandatory. If a student wants admission in Canada, the degree and transcripts must be apostilled. If a person applies for spouse visa in Europe, the marriage certificate must be apostilled. Likewise, if a company enters into a supply contract in South Korea, commercial documents must be apostilled.
What happens if apostille is missing? Your document may be rejected, visa may get delayed, interview cancelled, university admission stopped, spouse visa halted, or you may be removed from a contract. This is why apostille is not only legally required, but also practically essential.
People also believe the myth that apostille certificates are not verified and only a sticker is attached. The truth is that each apostille sticker is based on an international ID that is verified through the official Hague database.
Now let's discuss the difference between apostille and notarization. Notary is only for use within India. It has no international value. Foreign countries do not accept notarized documents unless they are apostilled. Therefore, notarization alone is not sufficient.
Apostille is an official government process and is done only by the MEA. No agent, institution or individual can issue apostille themselves. They can only collect and submit the documents. So statements like, "We issue apostille ourselves" are completely false.
Talking about security features, the apostille sticker has multiple layers: microprint, hologram, QR code, ID number, digital signature, and invisible ink. All these features make it a world-class authentication standard.
When can apostille be rejected? If the document is torn, laminated, incomplete, fake, not issued by the concerned department, or has translation errors, it can be rejected. In some cases, mismatch in Home Department or HRD attestation also leads to rejection.
Apostille is basically an international trust certificate. You can understand it as one country accepting another country's government-issued authenticity. Apostille signals to the world that your document is genuine, real, and legally valid.
The need for apostille has increased even more today because many countries have strengthened their immigration rules. They do not accept any Indian document without apostille. Whether your purpose is PR, spouse visa, student visa, work visa, or residency, apostille is mandatory.
The essence of this entire discussion is that apostille makes your document legally valid, verified, authenticated, and internationally acceptable. Without apostille, going abroad can become difficult, especially where legal documentation is mandatory.
So choose the correct document, follow the correct process, and never take apostille lightly.
If you need any assistance related to apostille, embassy attestation, HRD, home department, PCC, marriage registration abroad, visa documentation or any type of international legal documentation, we are ready to help you fully.
Delhi Law Firm handles cases from all Indian states. Whether you are in India or abroad, we help you with document verification, attestation, apostille, embassy processing, and legal guidance.
For more information, visit our website www.delhilawfirm.news.
Contact us anytime. We have a solution for all your legal and documentation related problems.
Thank you.